Hey, what's up? Jade up here once again to talk about Kurt Angle being arrested. If you aren't subscribed, click that yellow button over there. Thanks. I'm gonna talk about this more in depth, like we just did on the PWTR show. So if you want to go listen to that, click the link in the description box. But yeah, if you don't know already, Kurt Angle has been arrested on charges of possession of an illegal substance. That substance being HGH, driving under. I don't think driving while operating privileges were suspended, meaning his license must have been suspended, prohibited acts, and also harassment for possibly stalking TNA knockout Rocket Khan. This situation, you have to understand the scope of this situation. This is big. This is huge. Don't give a damn about TNA's pay-per-view tomorrow. This is the biggest situation, that has affected TNA. Their world champion was arrested. One of these charges could cripple a person, but you're being arrested for harassment, possessions, and prohibited acts. With all of those things combined into one case, that's absolutely horrible. For that to be your world champion, for that to be somebody that's thinking of taking over creative control of your company, what is the future of TNA? Because people would say in Hollywood, they say, "Oh, there's no such thing as bad publicity." Whoever said that is a goddamn lie, and they need to be slapped. Because you want to talk about bad publicity? Nobody's talking about what happened on Impact. Hell, that Impact brawl, it got maybe a day of coverage or whatever, after it happened. But the two stories that people are talking about in TNA over these past couple of weeks, Jeff Jarrett, Kurt Angle, Karen Angle situation, how that is going to affect TNA. Jeff Jarrett being gone from TNA, and also they're talking about now TNA World Champion being arrested. Now, by now, I think Kurt Angle is out of jail. He posted bond, and I guess he's on his way to Orlando to still compete for his heavyweight championship or whatever, in whatever capacity that he's going to compete in the pay-per-view. But I don't know. Are they going to take Kurt Angle out of the match? Or are they going to vacate the championship? You have Sting and Matt Morgan as the other participants in the match, and I can't see Sting or Matt Morgan with the TNA World Championship now. Sting is planning on retiring, or at least that's what's been said at Bound for Glory. And Matt Morgan, he's not ready for a World Championship just yet. And TNA, they've dug themselves in this hole right now, and you have to wonder, what is Jeff Jarrett thinking? He got sent home. It seemed like, with his feud between Kurt Angle, the backstage feud, it seemed like Dixie Carter chose Kurt Angle over Jeff Jarrett. She's like, you know what, Kurt, you're okay. Jeff Jarrett, you have to go home. What is Jeff Jarrett thinking at home? Is he's probably laughing his ass off and just sitting waiting for the phone to ring, because that phone call is probably going to come pretty soon. Dixie Carter is going to go running back to Jeff Jarrett saying, "We need you back." It seems like TNA is like in disarray right now. Everything is going on in TNA, all of the wrong things. We need somebody in TNA to step up and take the position of a leader. Jeff Jarrett was not doing that. Hell, how can he do that when he got put out of his own company? Dixie Carter is not doing that. It seems like she's sitting on her hands and she doesn't want to make decisions. She's trying to keep everybody happy, but it seems like that's not working, because your company is falling around. It's falling apart all around you, and you're trying to remain clean yourself, not trying to have anybody's blood on your hands when your company is crippling at the cost of that. What is going to become of TNA? I just don't know. So, if you guys, I want to know your thoughts on this whole situation. Do you see it as something big, or are you do you want to just forget about it? Because another situation that you could talk about, just from this one situation with Kurt Angle being arrested. Does TNA need a wellness policy like WWE has? TNA, they don't have any punishments. They don't have any fines or anything if they catch one of their wrestlers using steroids or anything like that. Nothing happens whatsoever. No suspensions, no fines, or at least they don't have a policy on it. You might go to Dixie Carter and say, "Oh, well, this person it needs to happen to this person or whatever," but she uses her own judgment to judge whether that person needs to be suspended or whatever. There's no definite set policy. Does that need to come to TNA? So, yeah, and is this the end of Kurt Angle in TNA? Does he have a future as their world champion? Does he have a future at the head of creative like he wants to have? And did his whole wrestling career fall apart with this one move? Within one day, did his whole wrestling career fall apart? So yeah, make sure you listen to the PWTR show. Link in the description box, and also let me know your thoughts on this situation. And talk to you some other time. Peace out.